Hello everyone. Today we are going to have a class on the topic of cardiopulmonary bypass machine or a heart-lung machine. Let's see the contents first. Now the contents contains the definition, the equipments, indications, procedure, the risk, extra cardiac operations, an open heart surgery and a cooling technique. The definition says that a cardiopulmonary bypass machine or a heart-lung machine is a technique in which the machine temporarily takes over the function of the heart and the lungs during the surgical procedure. It maintains the circulation of the blood and the oxygen content of the patient's body. The CPB machine is also referred to as a heart-lung machine or a pump. Now, in most cases, the machine is used to perform these procedures that requires the heart to be stopped for some time. Patients are on the pump only as long as it takes to stop the heart from beating, complete open heart surgery or a procedure on the lungs, and then restart the heart again. The equipments of these machines contains a pump, a tubing, a gas which is also called as oxygenator, and a heat exchange units. Now, the modern CPB machines are also equipped with systems that continuously monitors the line or the circuit pressure, the temperature, the blood parameters, as example the oxygen saturation, blood gases, hemoglobin, potassium, etc. Some safety features such as air and fluid level detection systems are also used, and a blood filter in the arterial line are used in this process. Now, it has certain indications. Let us have a look. It is indicated in a heart transplant procedure where the patient's heart must be removed from the body so that a donated heart can be put in it. A lung transplant process and an open heart surgery, which is also called as a CABG. Let us see the procedure. Here, the tubes are attached to a large blood vessel that allows oxygen depleted blood to leave the body and travel to the bypass machine. The machine then oxygenates the blood and it returns to the body through the second set of a tubing which is also attached to the body. The constant pumping action of the machine pushes the oxygenated blood through the body, much like how our heart does this action. The placement of the tubes is determined by a preference of the surgeon. The tubes must be placed in such a way that it is away from the surgical site so that it does not interfere the surgeon's work. The two tubes ensure that blood leaves the body before reaching the heart and returns to the body after the heart, giving the surgeon on a still and mostly bloodless area to perform his surgery. A third tube is also inserted very near or directly into the heart, but not connected to the CPM. It is used to flush the heart with something called cardioplegia. Now, let us see what a cardioplegia is. It is a potassium solution which stops the heart from functioning. Once the cardioplegia takes the effect, the CPB is initiated and takes over the heart and the lung function. There are certain risks involved. These are blood clots, bleeding after the surgery, surgical injury to the phrenic nerve, acute kidney injury, and decreased lung or the heart function. Extra cardiac operations. The heart-lung machine which takes over the work of the heart, and body cooling techniques which allow more time for surgery without causing brain damage. Now, the heart-lung machine. The heart-lung machine which carries blood from the right upper chamber of the heart, which is also called the right atrium, to a special reservoir is called an oxygenator. Inside the oxygenator, oxygen bubbles up through the blood and enters the red blood cells. This causes the blood to turn from dark oxygen poor to a bright red color oxygen rich blood. Then a filter removes these bubbles from the oxygen-rich blood and the blood travels through a plastic tube to the body's main conduct, the aorta. From the aorta, the blood moves throughout the rest of the body. The heart-lung machine can take over the work of the heart and the lungs for hours. Trained technicians called perfusion technologists operate the heart-lung machine. There is a technique called cooling technique. This technique lets surgeons to stop the heart for long periods of time so that they get enough time for their surgery to perform without damaging the heart tissue. Cool temperatures avoid damage to the heart tissue by reducing the heart's need for oxygen. The heart may be cooled in two ways. Blood is cooled as it passes through the heart-lung machine. In turn, this cooled blood lowers body temperature when it reaches all of the body parts. Cold water or saline water is poured over the heart. After cooling, the heart slows and stops. Injecting a special potassium solution into the heart can speed up this process and stop the heart completely. The heart is then safe from tissue injury for 2 to 4 hours. Thank you so much. I hope you like my video.